Hey guys, this is Michael, treelinebackpacker.com. I wanted to show you a little something different today. This is the Hennessy Hammock Jungle Explorer XL Asym Zip. Now this is a fairly lightweight hammock system. It does include the hammock, a rainfly, and some other things. Just wanted to kind of give you an overview of this. I've been playing around with this for a couple days now and I'm a really big fan. Now what you may have noticed from the name, the Asym comes from the asymmetrical design. This isn't your traditional hammock. If you come up and take a look closely, you can see that the hammock is laying more or less flat, even though it's only supported by two strings primarily up here on the top, and you do have these stakeout points that go to the ground. You have one that stakes out near the head and one that stakes out near the foot, and this allows you to lay in a very comfortable, more or less flat position, and this really makes this stand out. It makes it so comfortable. I've spent quite a bit of time in this already and I've really enjoyed it, so I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a walkthrough. Of course you can see it does have the mesh bug netting on the top. This is really nice. It's a dark shade, blocks the sun, makes it feel nice and roomy on the inside. Of course you have the line across the top keeping it off your face. It does a fantastic job, unlike most hammocks that I've tried. Down here on the bottom you have dual zippers, so you can unzip the hammock all the way up to the top. Gives you easy access to get in and out, and you can tuck that along the ridge line if you really want to get it out of your way completely. You have a nice little pocket here on the top, holds quite a bit of gear. You can get phones, flashlights, and a few other things that you might need immediately. It does have a little bit of a stitch separation, so there's actually two pockets, which is really nice. It does slide back and forth on the ridge line. As you can see, you got a couple little clips up here. Now down here on the end, now of course you've noticed by now I am using a hammock stand. It's not really how this is designed to be used, but this is my backyard, so I'm kind of working with what I have. It does come with these webbing lashings here. The rope that it comes through, this attaches into the hammock itself. As you can see there, this is the mounting system that it comes with. You use sort of a figure-8 system to be able to tie it, and this actually works really well. I know a lot of people initially kind of shy away from this because you do have to learn a little bit of a rope tie. It's really simple though, but this allows you to dial in the tension of the hammock perfectly, so you can get it the exact tautness you want. And it really helps when you're getting between two trees. A lot of times with your carabiner style you can't get it exactly where you want it. You'll either be too tight or too saggy, but there's not a real problem with this one. So that's the outside. This is the inside. So comfortable. I love the fabric. Fabric is, there's something to this. It's much softer than most materials that you'll see in hammocks that you'll see that are actually designed for camping. I really just love the softness of it. It's very smooth, supple. Feels great against the skin. It doesn't get clammy at all. Big fan of that. The zippers are fantastic. They slide so well. They put a lot of time into managing the tension and the stitching that goes into these, so they work great. Nice little logo you have here. These are bungees, so when you do get in, it does hold the hammock out, but it's not going to rip your stake out of the ground. I'm going to go around the corner, show you something fairly unique. This hammock, the bottom layer, is actually two layers. If you see here, you can separate it, and on the inside I have this insulative layer that they can provide. Don't remember if this came with a hammock or as an accessory. I believe it is an accessory, but it's an insulative layer. It's reflective, and this goes in between those two layers, and it's just going to bounce your body heat back to you. Now that sounds like a little thing, but when you're actually trying to sleep in a hammock, you're going to lose most of your heat through the bottom of the hammock, and this is an ingenious solution. You slide that in there, it's going to help it hold its shape just a little bit better. You don't have to use it, especially not in the summertime if you really don't want to, but that does make it far more comfortable. It just cuts out those breezes. It holds the hammock out a little bit flatter for you. It feels really nice. All you do is tuck that layer in there. It goes from the head to the toe. It actually feels really nice. It does add a little bit of a crinkle to the setup, but in my opinion, having a little insulation is always worth it. Now these on the end These are snake skins. These do not come with the hammock by default, but I do have these on here. What these do is once you start taking down the hammock, you just pull this and it sort of swallows the hammock, bug net, rope and all, and it's actually going to happen on both sides, and it's going to just allow you to tuck up and pack and unpack this hammock so fast. I love those, and they're really clever. All it is a extremely lightweight fabric, and it just swallows the hammock up. It does provide a little extra protection, I guess, for the rope from the sun, but I won't worry too much about that. But yeah, that's it. This is the Hennessy Hammock Asym Jungle Explorer XL. I think I said that in the wrong order. But that's the hammock itself. It does have a bug net sewn in, but you can also get the rainfly, which I'm about to show you. Okay, so now we have the same hammock, the Jungle Explorer XL Asym, but now we're using the rainfly. Now this is a asymmetrical rainfly to match the hammock itself. It is a very nicely built rainfly. It's very precise. The way they shaped it, you get good coverage without wasting material, so you're saving some weight there. You can stake it out or tie it to a tree. There's a few different ways that you can do that. Currently I just have it tied off to a stake. It's good enough for the purposes of this video. It is ripstop, sheds water great, no worries there. And I set it up two different ways. One way over here on the right with the snakeskin on top. If it stays dry, you can actually pull that over the rainfly and everything and just swallow the whole tent up to really make it easy to put up. But if it gets wet, over here I have the snakeskin on the bottom. That way I can swallow up the tent itself, leave the rainfly separately, pack up the tent nice and dry, and keep the rainfly as the only thing that's getting wet. I kind of have it in a doomsday scenario here with the rainfly real close to the hammock, as you can see. Basically it's laying right up against the ridge line. You can do this if it's going to rain really hard and you really don't want to get wet. The way it attaches is this simple little ring here. I think that's a little blurry. That ring attaches just to this little prusik adjustment that comes on the rope for the hammock itself already. It just clips on there. You just pull this knot to tension it up. It gets nice and tight. Alternatively, it does come with this string, so you can tie this up to a tree, and that's how you're going to get it above the hammock. So if you want better airflow, get in and out a little easier, you can do that. And I really like the asymmetrical design. It gives you a little bit of extra light during the day. It saves you some weight and allows it to really just snug up against the hammock. The only thing to keep in mind is there is a seam on the rainfly. You'll want to make sure that lays right across the ridge line, just to make sure you're getting the rainfly on properly. But that's the rainfly. Really like how this looks when you're actually in the woods. Like I said earlier, this is just the corner of my backyard on a little hammock stand that I built. But this setup is great. I've really been enjoying this. I do have a full review in the works once I get enough time to really put it through its paces and do the write-up and photography and all that. But this is the Hennessy Hammock Jungle Explorer XL Asymmetrical Zip. If you do have any questions, just let me know. Keep an eye on treelinebackpacker.com for the full review when it's available. But thank you for watching. Have a great day.